Hi. It's Betty coming at you again with another foray among the missing. We're going to take a look at the very mysterious case of 27-year-old Gretchen Eve Fleming, who is missing from Parkersburg, West Virginia since 2022. So buckle up and let's go. In the early hours of December 4th, 2022, 27-year-old Gretchen Eve Fleming left the My Way Lounge in Parkersburg, West Virginia, and vanished without a trace. Her purse and phone were found at the bar, but Gretchen was never seen again. As days turned into weeks and weeks into years, her disappearance became one of the most perplexing mysteries in recent memory. This documentary delves into the life of Gretchen, the night she disappeared, and the ongoing investigation that continues to baffle authorities and haunt her loved ones. Born on December 24th, 1994, in Warrenton, Virginia, Gretchen Eve Fleming faced challenges from the start, arriving prematurely at just 3 pounds and 12 ounces. Raised primarily by her father, David, alongside her younger sister and later additional siblings from her father's remarriage, Gretchen was known for her intelligence, athleticism, and vibrant personality. After high school, she ventured to Raleigh, North Carolina, seeking new experiences, but eventually returned to Parkersburg, West Virginia, to live with her grandparents following her mother's unexpected passing. At the time of her disappearance, she was working at the local H&M store and reconnecting with her roots. On the evening of December 3rd, 2022, so not too long, about 3 weeks before her 28th birthday, Gretchen visited the My Way Lounge in downtown Parkersburg. Surveillance footage captured her leaving the bar in the early morning hours of December 4th with a man later identified as Preston Pierce, a former police officer with a controversial past. Notably, Gretchen's purse and phone were left behind at the bar, raising immediate concerns about her safety. Gretchen's family reported her missing on December 12, 2022, 8 days after she was last seen. The Parkersburg Police Department initiated an investigation, identifying Preston Pierce as a person of interest. Pierce initially told authorities that Gretchen had been in his car, but later declined to provide further information. Despite executing multiple search warrants, including searches of Pierce's residence and properties, no substantial evidence has been found to determine Gretchen's whereabouts. The disappearance of Gretchen Fleming has deeply impacted the Parkersburg community. Vigils have been held. Posters offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts remain visible throughout the area. The FBI and local law enforcement continue to pursue leads, emphasizing that the case is active and ongoing. Authorities urge anyone with any information, no matter how insignificant it may seem, to come forward. Preston Pierce, previously known as Darrell Lott, is a former police officer who has worked in multiple departments across West Virginia. Reports have surfaced about allegations of misconduct during his tenure in law enforcement. Despite being the last known person to see Gretchen and having inconsistencies in his statements, Pierce has not been charged in connection with her disappearance. Authorities have conducted searches of his properties, but no conclusive evidence has been found. Gretchen's family remains steadfast in their hope for answers. They continue to work closely with law enforcement, participate in community awareness events, and maintain a public presence to keep Gretchen's case in the spotlight. Their resilience and determination serve as a testament to the enduring love they have for Gretchen and their commitment to finding the truth. Gretchen Fleming's case highlights the challenges law enforcement faces in missing person investigations, especially when evidence is scarce. It underscores the importance of community involvement, timely reporting, and the need for continued public awareness. As the investigation persists, it serves as a reminder of countless families awaiting answers and the collective responsibility to support such endeavors. Over 2 years have passed since Gretchen Eve Fleming vanished into the night, leaving behind a trail of questions and a community yearning for answers. While the investigation continues, the hope remains that someone, somewhere, holds the key to unraveling this mystery. And what kind of surprises me, or intrigues me, I guess might be a better word, about this case is, okay, first of all, she was last seen in the company of this former police officer with kind of a checkered past, Preston Pierce, but why was he known by a different name before that? Why does he have two names? And why did she leave her purse and phone behind in the bar? It seems like if she were going willingly somewhere, and in a relaxed and casual and non-urgent fashion, she would certainly have picked up her personal items before she left. What I'm wondering is, how clear was that surveillance at the bar or on the street or wherever it was across the street? It doesn't say where the surveillance camera was located. How clearly did it show any interaction between Gretchen and Preston Pierce? And what was the expression on Gretchen's face? What were her mannerisms? I'm sure the police have looked at all that, but I'm curious. I wish I knew the answers to those things. And if Preston Pierce was a former police officer, why did he give statements to the police? It seems like he would know enough to lawyer up, as one should in those circumstances, and not give a statement to the police. I'm wondering aloud, and I don't know this because I certainly have never met the man, but I wonder if he was just so cocky and confident because of being in law enforcement previously, that he just thought he could go in there and baffle him with BS and walk away. And if he does allegedly have something to do with her disappearance, if he's more than a person of interest, if he actually was involved in the reason that she hasn't been seen or heard from ever again, then he is walking free. He is getting away with it. Whoever did anything to her, if anything happened to her, is getting away with it. And I think, especially with surveillance and with the technology maybe they could find in her phone, did they ever take his phone or anything and trace? I just ping his locations on that day. I don't have anything to do with law enforcement. I've never been in law enforcement, but I'm heavily into watching true crime videos and listening to true crime podcasts, and I've seen enough of them to, I think, be able to intelligently ask these questions. But I guess we'll have to wait for the answers like everybody else. And I want to say, as always, if you have any information regarding Gretchen's disappearance, please contact the FBI at 1-800 call FBI, or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. Your information could be the missing piece that brings Gretchen home. And if it is, you could be the recipient of the $100,000 reward. If you know something, say something. As I mentioned before, it doesn't matter how small the piece of information is, or whether or not you think it means something. You never know what's going to tip the scales in the favor of finding out what actually happened to Gretchen. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, whether you agree with something I've said or talked about or not, please be respectful. And share this on your social media. Help me get the word out. Let's bring Gretchen home. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your help. And until next time, bye.